It's a Friday morning and news is already starting to come out. It's Sportskeeda Wrestling's top story. Breaking news. Vince McMahon, the chairman and CEO of WWE, has stepped down as chairman through the investigations of the joint of the board of directors. Now Stephanie McMahon has replaced Vince McMahon as the interim CEO and chairwoman of WWE. It's breaking news here on Top Story. Hit that like button, share the link, or you stink.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Happy Friday morning to everyone watching across the world. It is a breaking news Friday here on Top Story on Sportskeeda Wrestling as we wake up to the news of one Vincent Kennedy McMahon stepping down from the WWE in the midst of a scandalous investigation with a $3 million settlement with a former WWE employee. And in the middle of an investigation, in order to cooperate, Stephanie McMahon has the throne. Good morning, gentlemen. We got SP3 joining us from True Heel Heat and Believe, and we got Jeremy, my co-host in the Top Story. What's up, gentlemen? SP, you brought up the story to me earlier this morning. Waking up, I'm still drinking my coffee. Big news this morning, dude. Big news.
Luckily for me, I'm still in the UK, so it's about 2 p.m. for me. So I've been up since like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. your guys' time. And yeah, I got this news around 12 p.m. here, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Got the email, got the message, and I was just utterly shocked. I was like, wow. Wowzers when I saw this news, because this says a lot. If we were just talking about people's opinion, it says a lot. I do have the statement here, but Jeremy, how are you doing, sir?
Wow. Yeah, this is insane. Just how quick things are moving with this whole situation. This is something we've never seen before. Vince has had a lot of allegations thrown his way. Vince has been in court a lot in his lifetime. It's been publicized. But this is a first, him relinquishing power to his daughter, who was on a leave of absence, which is another thing we could get into, which probably we could get into for hours and hours with conspiracy theories. But this is insane. It sounds like, according to the press release that we'll get into here, but the key thing, if people are asking about the television side of things, it sounds like he's going to remain around for the creative side of things, to my knowledge. Is that what you guys gathered from that?
Yes, that's what the statement says, that he's going to be still on the creative side. It's just the business end is what Stephanie's taking over for.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing, develops in the next few months and how long this investigation is going to go for. I've been saying this from the very get, ever since, kind of taking a step back and looking at the whole situation as a whole. I mean, this is like Succession. I said it off air before. This is like a power move against Vince. I don't know exactly what the power move is, but when I saw the whole leave of absence thing with Stephanie McMahon, Hunter being forced out of NXT, it's just like this whole company restructuring. We're living in a crazy time and an interesting time and an unprecedented time in WWE. Who's going to be calling and booking these matches? I mean, who's going to be making the final calls here going on now? Yeah, we know that Stephanie's going to be handling the business operations, but that Vince McMahon, if he didn't like anything that was happening in the matches, he would change that script in a heartbeat. So is Stephanie going to be doing that same type of deal, or is she going to cooperate with the rest of the people, Sid?
Well, from what the statement says, let's read this statement from WWE that they sent out this morning. It basically says WWE and its board of directors jointly released the following statement today. Independent directors continue review of alleged executive misconduct, and Stephanie McMahon named interim CEO and interim chairwoman. The WWE and the board of directors today announced that a special committee of the board is conducting an investigation into alleged misconduct by its chairman and CEO, Vincent McMahon, and John Laurinaitis, head of talent relations, and that effective immediately, McMahon has voluntarily stepped back from his responsibilities as CEO and chairman of the board until the conclusion of the investigation. McMahon will retain his role and responsibilities related to WWE's creative content during this period and remains committed to cooperating with the review underway. The special committee has appointed Stephanie McMahon to serve as interim CEO and interim chairwoman. This is a quote from Mr. McMahon. He says, "I have pledged my complete cooperation to the investigation by the special committee, and I will do everything possible to support the investigation. I have also pledged to accept the findings and outcome of the investigation, whatever they are," said Mr. McMahon. This is now Stephanie McMahon saying, "I love this company and am committed to working with the independent directors to strengthen our culture and our company. It is extremely important to me that we have a safe and collaborative workplace. I have committed to doing everything in my power to help the special committee complete its work, including marshaling the cooperation of the entire company to assist in the completion of the investigation and to implement its findings," said Mrs. McMahon. WWE and its board of directors take all allegations of misconduct very seriously. The independent directors of the board engaged independent legal counsel to assist them with an independent review. In addition, the special committee and WWE will work with an independent third party to conduct a comprehensive review of the company's compliance program, HR function, and overall culture. The company and the board do not expect to have further comment until the investigation is concluded.
Yeah, a lot of the guys in the comment section, a lot of the viewers are very surprised, and we were just as surprised as you guys when we received the news just a little bit over an hour ago. And I don't think anybody who follows this would have been expecting Vince McMahon to be stepping down anytime soon. But now we got this investigation, and now it's a reality. Jeremy, what's your take on all this, man?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy to see if if he does still truly handle these creative things, or if he steps away from that too, going forward. I don't know what he plans to do on that side of things. It kind of depends. Because especially you got head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis. That's going to be a guy a lot of people expect is going to lose his job. So who do you fill in that role? There's been, you could put Triple H in that role. You could put Paul Heyman in that role. There's a lot of people. There's going to be probably, it's not going to be immediate, but there probably will be a shakeup on the creative side of WWE as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince steps away completely from that as well, especially if the heat gets turned up here.
Yeah, a lot of mixed reactions here in the chat. We got Sean Mitten from the UK saying, "Poor Vince, he's a great man, helped so many people." But we got some other people saying wrestling fans are happy about this news. So I don't know. It's bittersweet because a lot of us grew up with Vince McMahon as the head of WWE and the guy that brought us all of our childhood heroes back in the day. But now, a lot of the grimy and nasty stuff that's been done behind closed doors is now coming to light, and it's not a good look for anyone right now, especially Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. And I'm suspecting, Sid, that John Laurinaitis may take some of a fall for this. What do you think?
Yeah, the two things that's very telling, like stepping back from the facts that were in this statement and giving my opinion on it, the two things that was very telling is kind of how they glossed over John Laurinaitis and they didn't address if someone would be taking his role in an interim capacity. I think that that might be the definite statement that we're going to get after this investigation is over, that regardless of what they find, I think John Laurinaitis' time as head of talent relations is going to be over. And Vince McMahon's statement was very, very telling to me, as it kind of sounds like he already knows what this investigation is gonna find out, and it seems like this is all a preemptive type of move to basically make this transition smooth for whatever's gonna go on after this whole thing concludes.
Yes, I would probably think that someone, if you're in Vince McMahon's mind, in the back of your mind, this is a chess game, and right now he's almost at checkmate, right? And so it's a tricky situation because Vince McMahon always has something up his sleeve. We never see it, but he always has something up his sleeve. This might be his move, right? Instead of being forced out, stepped out, keep him a man in power. He can still pull the strings from back there. All he needs to do is make a phone call. Hey, honey, I need Roman to go over tonight, or or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Your
yeah,
call could not go through.
exactly. So I think this is more of a Broadway type of situation. It's a play going on in front of your eyes. Just because this is being told to you in front of you, Vince McMahon is stepping down. He's still running the puppets behind
Sure.
doors for sure.
Dominic in the chat here is Khan gone. No, Khan has nothing to do with this at all, really. So if anything, he's got more power right now.
Or does he? I mean, I don't know if y'all seen that Mortal Kombat graphic. He took out Triple H, took out Stephanie, now Vince McMahon. Maybe he will be the last one standing. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Man, but some crazy news. If you guys are just joining us, breaking news: Vince McMahon steps down as CEO and chairman of WWE amidst of the investigation right now going on with the board of directors at the corporate WWE. And Stephanie McMahon steps in as the interim CEO and chairwoman of the WWE, resuming all of the operations. Man, unprecedented times, crazy. I'm sure there will be more news developing as the day goes on. We'll get some more details on how this all came about later this afternoon on the top story around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll get more details, more news for you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you are hitting that like button and sharing today's video in your favorite wrestling group, and tag your friends in the comment section so they can join in on the conversation and sound off about Vince McMahon stepping down and Stephanie taking over. So for Jeremy and SP3, we appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you this afternoon on the top story, guys. Have a good day, and make sure that whatever you're doing throughout your day, and if you're watching some wrestling, just make sure you take a deep breath and enjoy it. Enjoy wrestling.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!